Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today for this exclusive webinar with the First Faculty of Medicine, Charles University. Today's webinar will go on for 1 hour. In the first half, we will discuss about the university, and then we'll move on to the Q&A session, where you will be able to type your questions and we'll be answering them. Today, we have Ms. Dorota from the First Faculty of Medicine with us. Over to you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar and for your interest in studies at Charles University in Prague, namely the First Faculty of Medicine. My first question is if everybody is able to see the presentation.
Yes.
Yes, so we can start right now. So thank you very much once again, and I would like to introduce to you at the beginning Charles University as the oldest university in Central Europe, one of the oldest in Europe, founded already in 1348 by Charles IV. And let me inform you that the First Faculty of Medicine was one of the founding faculties, of the 4 founding faculties, together with the Faculty of Law, Artistic Faculty, and the Theological Faculty. Nowadays, we have 17 faculties in 3 cities, mainly in Prague, in the city, in the capital of the Czech Republic, and also in other 2 cities in Pilsen, you may know for its famous brewery, for the beer, and in Hradec Králové. Our university, Charles University, annually ranks among the top 2% of universities worldwide. We have a very high top QS number. According to this census, we really rate very high. And also according to the US News, we round around 100 and second in Europe and first in the Czech Republic. We are a traditional university, as you may see, yet we are very modern. And as regards the place where we are seated, the capital of the Czech Republic, it's a very cosmopolitan and prestigious city, as well as the institution is. There are altogether over 50,000 students at Charles University, around 10,000 international students out of 130 countries. We will get to the numbers closer to the First Faculty of Medicine in the next slide. As regards our faculty, we have got around 5,000 students altogether and 1,000 students, international students. We have a very high and strong supportive academic community. There are more than 1,000 members of the academic staff. And we are famous for our very early clinical experience and a large, in effect, the largest simulation center in the Czech Republic and one of the largest simulation centers in Europe. We are famous for our international cooperation, as you may experience right now during this webinar. And also we are very happy that our graduates are very successful as regards their placement, including, for example, the high rate of USMLE for the United States. The First Faculty of Medicine is the 10th oldest medical school in the world. It's the largest medical faculty in the Czech Republic. And also it is one of the 5 faculties of medicine which we have at Charles University. We have 5 faculties of medicine. 3 are placed in Prague, first, second, and third, and 2 of them are in the other two cities I have mentioned before, in Pilsen and Hradec Králové. The first Faculty of Medicine is the largest, the oldest, the one with the largest simulation center, and the only one which is located really in the historical background of Prague, in the very historical center of the city. We annually rank in the top of 1% of all medical schools globally and rank at the 17th place in clinical medicine in the world, according to the US News Census. Our degrees are worldwide recognized. You need not have any problems. You need not have any worries about your problems in recognition of your titles, Doctor of Medicine or Doctor of Dentistry. Not in Europe, not in the US, not in the UK. We have really worldwide recognition. What is the first Faculty of Medicine famous of also is the clinical training, the clinical rotations, which take place at 5 hospitals in Prague. One of them is the biggest hospital in Europe in total. It's the hospital of it's the hospital Motol Hospital, called Motol Hospital, and also the General Faculty Hospital, which is the main hospital of our first Faculty of Medicine. What programs do we have? We have 2 undergraduate programs, General Medicine and Dentistry, and 1 postgraduate PhD program, which consists of 20 programs, which are offered to the graduates. As regards the program General Medicine, it lasts 6 years, usually, to get the title, the master's degree, the Medicinae Universae doctor title. As regards the dentistry program, it's 1 year shorter. It takes 5 years. For both these programs, there is the annual tuition fee, 24,250 euro. Regarding the PhD programs for our graduates, but also for graduates from any other university, the Faculty of Medicine, it is free of charge. There is no tuition fee. As I have already presented you, we have the largest simulation center here at the first Faculty of Medicine. That means that our students really get very early their clinical experience, and they are able to make the clinical rotations across Prague, across the 5 hospitals. They get their practical skills and predefined clinical examples on sophisticated and computer control figurines in the Center for Medical Simulation. As regards the clinical training, as I have already told you, one of the places is the largest hospital in Europe, and the major place where our students do their clinical rotations is the General Faculty Hospital, which is in really in a distance, in a walking distance from the faculty. As regards the program General Medicine, it is divided into 6 years. 3 of them are preclinical, and the 4th, 5th, and 6th year are the clinical rotations. Each academic year is divided into 2 semesters, usually lasting for 15 weeks, which are followed by 4 to 5 weeks of examination period. The usual start of our our education of the academic year is the first week in October. As regards the clinical rotations, they take place at the hospitals before in the first, second and third year in the simulation center. In the first, second and third year, also our students get the basic knowledge of the Czech language, which is not compulsory to have before entering the university. You really get the basic knowledge of the language here in order to be able to communicate with the patients at the hospitals in the fourth and following years. For the dentistry program, the study is divided into 5 academic years. The clinical rotations take from the third year to the fourth and the fifth. The beginning of the academic year is the same, as well as the division of the academic year for the semesters and for the examination period. As for the admission criteria to our programs, as we can see, there are some interesting numbers. Can you see the web page which has just been opened, please?
No, we can see the presentation.
Okay, so never mind. I will send you the presentation together with the links, just for your your knowledge and for your information. How many students do usually apply and how many students are admitted? For the general medicine program, this academic year, we received 785 applications and we enrolled 102 students for the general medicine. And for the dentistry, you can then see it under these links. For the dentistry, we received this academic year 109 applications and admitted 21. So altogether, we have now in this academic year 120 students, which is the top of students that we really want to have. Because at our faculty, nevertheless that we are the largest and we have the largest number of students altogether, we also promote the individual attempt to every single student. That's why we do not want to have more students than around the 100, 120 maximum, because we really want to keep the high professional yet individual level of approach to every single student. Can we see the next slide, please?
Yes.
Okay. As regards the applications and the submission of the application, at our webpage that you can see in here, you find step-by-step process of how to apply, how to submit the application. Already now in this period, you can submit your application to your trusted international representative, Dr. Quadri, with whom we are in daily contact, and we are able to receive his list of applicants, his applications. As regards the venue of the entrance examinations, I will send you the list of places which are arranged together with Dr. Kadri's settlements of places where you can take the entrance examinations abroad. You need not come to the Czech Republic. The application fee is also paid in euro. It's 285 euro, and you can pay it directly via our students' information system. At this slide, you can see the deadline, the application deadline, April the 30th, which is in effect not 100% true, because we expect that the application period, as it always is, also will be prolonged to August the 31st. So do not be worried by the official statement, which is now at our web page, at our website. We suppose that the Dean will prolong the application period to the end of August after the closure of round one of the regular round of the application period. So do not be, please, confused by this date. As regards the knowledge of Czech language, I have already told you that we do not require any knowledge of the Czech language. The whole program is taught in English, and we do not require any certificate of English knowledge level as well, because the English proficiency is tested via the ability of passing the entrance examinations. Sorry? So can we see the slide about the entrance examinations, please?
Yes, we can.
Yes, yes. The entrance examination consists of two rounds. The first round is the written test. It is done via our abroad terms with our representatives. Nevertheless, there are also terms in Prague, usually in June and in September. The written test consists of three parts. Out of biology, chemistry, and general science. Please notice that there is no exact physics test, no pure physics text. The general science consists of interpreting data, reading graphs, using mathematical equations, and all the three tests are based on the model of single best answer. So what counts is not only the knowledge, but also the logical thinking and the deep interpreting of the knowledge, because there might seem some answers as positive, as the right ones, and nevertheless, one of them, only one of them is the best. So this is the principle of the single best answer, the principle of single best answer. There are 75 questions. Each of them is for 1 point. And the length of the test, the time period is 90 minutes. Only those applicants who pass the first round, the written test, are eligible to sit for the oral examination, which takes place via Zoom online and is based on multiple mini interviews. There are 5 stations with our academic leaders. Each of them lasts approximately 10 minutes. And you will be asked questions about your motivation, your level of critical thinking, about some problems displayed or discussed. Also, some other key attributes for your personal involvement in medicine. Usually, the many interviews last 1 hour, not more, and you can get 100 points in total. They take place usually 3 or 4 days after the written test. And as I have already said, only those students who successfully passed the written test are invited for the oral examination. The final results then are available within 2 or 3 days after round 2. If you are accepted, all of you get the certificate of accommodation, so you need not be worried about the accommodation. Each student is eligible to have the accommodation at the university premises, and also you will get the confirmation of your intention to enroll. Both these documents are very important for getting the visa. The visa process usually is quite lasts a long period. It can take up to 3 months, so please be aware of this period and be aware also of the fact that these documents issued by the university have limited duration 160 days. So please, as soon as you are informed that you successfully passed the entrance examination and are possible to be enrolled, please, as soon as you get this information, start to arrange the visa process. An important thing also is the nostrification. What it is? It's just the legalization of your secondary school education. That means that we have to have some confirmation that you successfully passed your and finished your secondary school education. There are certain steps as to obtain the nostrification. As soon as I send you the presentation after today's webinar, you can get through them and ask any questions via either your representative, Dr. Kadri, or via my contact. And I will try to answer all questions that might occur. Before entering and enrolling the university, also the tuition fee is to be paid by the time of the enrollment in September, not earlier. As for the student's life in general, it does not consist just of studying. We have very supportive teams there of students that really help others in the beginning of the study and for the whole period of the 6 or 5 years study. There is a student organization called MEDSOC, which prepares some fun events, and there are also some sport clubs that you may join. We have quite a very good and supporting student guide system. Each year of study has its own year representative who is there for you, for the newcomers, as well as for all the members of the year of study to help, who is the person who communicates with the management of the faculty and with the students and solves the problems and tries to answer the questions and really is very helpful and supportive. Also, we have the psychological counseling and sports officer. As I have already mentioned, there are altogether 5,000 students at the first Faculty of Medicine. 1,000 of them are the international students. And as regards the capital city of the Czech Republic, Prague, you may have already heard about Prague. I'm sure you have. It's a wonderful historical town, city, which the real center of the city, the real historical center, is the place where the first Faculty of Medicine is placed. So the campus of the first Faculty of Medicine is a bit different from the world that you can imagine, like being a campus. Our buildings are scattered within walking distance around the historical center of the city, together with the near general faculty hospital. Prague is, apart from being wonderful and historical, also a very modern city with in effect, excellent public transportation. And it is a very safe city as well. You need not be afraid of anything harm in here. There are also other 14 faculties of Charles University seated here in Prague, and also other universities and other units of education. So it is really a city not only historical, but very up-to-date and modern city. So as you can see the picture, the person in the middle among our international student is our current Dean of the first Faculty of Medicine, Professor Vokurka. If you have any questions now or after the webinar, feel free to contact me, contact us, contact our team, contact our international office as at the following links and via these social means. So thank you for your attention. Now I think there is the place for your questions.
Yes. Thank you very much, Ms. Dorota, for the presentation. So, as mentioned before, students and parents, we will begin with the Q&A session now. So, you can type your questions in the Q&A box, which should be at the center bottom of your screen. You can type your questions and we'll be answering them. Meanwhile, I'm also going to be dropping our contact details for the entrance exam and application. Right. So we have the first question by Basma. How can I practice general medicine in Czech Republic after graduation?
You after graduation, you are usually a member of the hospital team and get the after education promotion for being an individual medical doctor. As for dentistry, you do not need to have these practical the practical period in the hospital. You can start your own doctor's office.
All right. Next question is by Ayan. When and where will be the test for the 2027 session in the UAE?
Uh,
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 I can sorry, I can answer this question that like 2027 test in UAE has not yet announced. You will be knowing only by next September 2026, no, because by that time we will finalize the dates in UAE and other parts of the world. I mean 2027 is too early right now. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Mm. Next question is by Mahmoud. Is housing part of the 24,000 euro? If not, then how much will be charged for the living cost?
well, no, it is not a part of the accommodation, the tuition fee. The accommodation at the university dormitories is usually around 250 euro a month. A month.
All right. This also answers the question by Shreya. So, Shreya, thank you for your question. Moving on to the next, Ayan is asking how can they get scholarships if there are any?
For the first year students, we do not provide scholarships, but we have the scholarships for students from the second year of study and ongoing. These are mainly merit-based scholarships and also scholarships for the collaboration with some parts of promotion, with some extra work as for your colleagues, for our students, etc. So not for the first year students.
Right. This also answers Nabiha's question. Moving on to the next, Ayan is asking, are there any A-level grade requirements?
No. The key, I think, for being enrolled or being admitted is the result of the entrance examination. However, there might be some requirements as regards the grades for the recognition of your secondary school education, and it will be in detail described at the web page. So please check it there, and if you are not able to have the exact answer you are seeking for, contact me.
Yes, I just
Definitely.
want to Yes,
Uh-huh.
I just want to add this one because there are a lot of questions about the grade requirement in this one about, I mean, whichever curriculum you are, whether you are from British, American, CBSE, or this any curriculum, we don't need any specific grade requirement as long as you pass your high school, whether it's A level, whether it is American, whether it is CBSE. We don't need APs, we don't need predicted grades, we don't need recommendation letter, we don't need personal statement, nothing else. The main thing is to pass the entrance examination, that's all. So, and this after this entrance examination at the end, you have to provide the notification. Notification means that you have to prove that you have got a high school diploma from your country, which is recognized by your home country. That means that has to be attested by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and at the end it has to be attested by the Czech embassy. See, wherever you are. So that's the main requirement. Thank you.
All right. Next question is by Mahmoud. Is the accommodation for the entire year or just for 2 times over the span of 15 weeks?
If the accommodation is provided for the whole period of study, do I understand it right?
Yes, so it's the entire year, right? Not just the classes.
Yes, you may be accommodated at the university premises throughout the whole period of your study.
All right. Question by Amal. Will the curriculum be American or national Czech curriculum so that they can prepare for the licensing exams during the university studies?
As for the USMLE examinations, these are separate from the basic curriculum in here and at the faculty, and it is provided by the MECSOC organization. So I would advise to afterwards contact them up from the 3rd or 4th years of your study in here.
All right. I think this also answered Rehan's question about the USMLE prep. Moving on to the next question by Ahmed. Is it true that that you graduate with a master's degree in medicine after 6 years?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to add, I think there's a confusion that that master does not mean that you are a specialist. Master
No.
means that in Europe, it's a one cycle master degree. That means still you will become a GP. You will not be a specialist. To become a specialist, again you have to go for the post graduation. Like in some countries, like in India, MD means specialist. No, this is not a specialist. Still, you will become a GP, but this is a master so degree. What's the difference between this degree and other degree? That after this degree, if you want to go for PhD, you can go directly without going to the masters. While if you do your MBBS from other countries like India or the other countries, and if you want to go for PhD, you have to go for master and then PhD. That's the main difference. No. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for the detailed explanation. Really, it can be confusing
Yeah.
for some applicants, and
Yes, I know.
thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Rava is asking for the final year, is it obligatory to do it in the Czech Republic? And is knowledge of the local language a must to practice for medicine in Czech?
Well, it depends on the nationality of your patients. It is not a must. I would say it is a must if you practice in hospital. And as regards the clinical rotations, there are possibilities to do part of them abroad in your home country at certain requirements. So they do not need to be held, all of them, in here in the Czech Republic.
All right. Next question is by Mahmoud. For the 2026 enrollment intake, when and where will be the admission tests in UAE, Abu Dhabi?
Well, that is the question for each of the representative. At our web page, which I'm now not able to share with you, but I will send you the link to it. There are terms for all abroad entrance examinations for the 2026 application period. So you can all of them see at our web page.
Okay. I can add this one. The test will be held only in Dubai, not in Abu Dhabi. So Dubai, the dates are here. If you want, you can check our website, or Zara can share the dates for the entrance examination. No? Thank you.
Yes, there are 2 dates for the entrance exam in Dubai, February 7th and April 26th. And as I've shared the contact details earlier regarding this, so if you're interested to register for that, you can contact or get in touch with us directly. Next question is by Mahat. Do they need to apply to each faculty separately?
Yes. Even if you want to apply to our first Faculty of Medicine for 2 programs, that means for general medicine and for dentistry, you have to apply separately. That means to submit 2 applications. Please be aware that you may submit them only once per the academic year. That means that if the application period is prolonged, that we hope that will be, you cannot apply for the first part, the regular part, that ends by April the 30th, and again for the second additional part that ends in August. You are allowed to submit just once for the academic year, but if you want to submit an application for both the programs, for dentistry and for general medicine, you have to do it separately, so 2 applications. Also, if you intend to apply for any other faculty of Charles University, you have to do it separately.
Yes, and once again, any queries regarding the application, we would be able to assist with that. I'm also sharing our website's link in the chat. Moving on to the next question by Ayan. What is the recognition of the degree for medicine?
Well, it's the universal title, Doctor of General Medicine, the Medicine Universal Doctor. So it's generally worldwide accepted.
All right. Question by Mahmoud. Language of study during 6 years general medicine, is it 100% in English?
Yes, 100% taught in English. Apart from the clinical rotations at the hospitals where you will be asked to communicate to some extent with the patients in Czech, but the study is in a whole in English, including all the examinations and the final state examinations.
Thank you. Next question by Emal. Is the 2026 intake application open yet?
Well, you may apply now through your representative, and we will get in touch. The official start is afterwards at our faculty.
I would just like to add that we have already started taking application for the last 1 month, so you can apply now, and we will register you for the exam now. That's not a problem. Thank you.
All right. Question by Khansa. Ms. Khansa is saying that her child's result will be released in August 2026, but they need to apply for the entrance exam earlier. If they do not get the required grades in A-level exam, but they pass the entrance exam, in this case, do they need to wait for the next year, or is there anything in between?
No, you can sit for the entrance examination even though you have not yet finished your secondary school education. The proof of the final and successful finish of your secondary school education is necessary at the very enrollment. So you do not have to submit any certificate when you apply, when you submit the application. You can
I
sit
think
for the examination.
yes, I think she is asking that if she will fail in A level, like the required marks means that if she will not pass her high school, what's going to happen? If you will not pass the high school, there will be no intake after this one. You have to wait for the next year. That means 2027. There is no other intake other than September. So every year September is the only intake now. So you have to wait for 1 more year now. If you will fail, but if you pass with even with the low grade, that it doesn't matter as long as you pass and provide a proof that you have finished your high school or your A levels, you are eligible.
Yes, thank you for the clarification. It is so if you do not pass the secondary school education, you cannot be admitted.
Right. Next question is by Rehan. What are the chances for graduates to obtain a medical residency in Czech Republic after completing the 6-year program?
Um, well, this is quite a complicated question. If I may suggest, I will survey more detailed information to it, and after the webinar, expecting the beginning of the next week, we'll send you all the detailed answer to it. Can we agree on this?
If you want, I can answer this question, no? Right?
Yes.
Yes, in order to do your residency here, you first have to learn the Czech language up to B2 or C1 level, and then you have to pass the licensing and examination of Czech. That is applicable to all the countries in Europe, whether you go to Czech, Hungary, Poland, wherever. That in order to practice there, first of all you have to learn the language, and then you have to pass the licensing examination of that particular country, and that your examination will be in the local language. That means without uh, knowing the local language, without passing the local language, you cannot practice. As simple as that. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
So
Question
it's
by
not a matter, pardon me, it's not anymore the matter of our faculty. So there you have to discuss it with other Czech authorities, government authorities.
Okay. Mahat is asking, will the entrance exam be the same for each faculty and can they only apply to one faculty per year?
No, every faculty has its own entrance examinations and own process of admission. You may apply for the study at various faculties, but only one application for the specific program to the specific faculty for the specific academic year, if it's understandable.
All right. Sophia is asking, apart from the entrance exam, are there any other factors that are used when selecting the applicants? For example, is a CV considered?
No, there are no other factors. We have no personal statements or motivation letters, just the results of the entrance examinations of the 2 rounds.
All right. Muhammad Arham is asking about the A-level grades. Arham, we already answered that. The recording of the webinar will be available on YouTube as well. If not, you can get in touch with us. Ayan is asking, what will he have to study for the entrance exam? Will the specification or content which they have to study be told?
Yes, at the beginning of November, that means next week or the following, there will be sample tests, mock tests placed at our web page. And already now there is the list of literature which you can study from.
Well, you can get all the sample test paper from us. Like once you register, we will provide you the sample test paper. I think there are no more questions. I just want to clarify some of the things with like that. Uh, visa of Czech normally take between 3 to 6 months. No, so please, once you pass the entrance examination, apply as soon as possible, because 3 months is for for those who don't require visas or who are others, but normally it takes 3 to 6 months for the whole process. Okay, and the application fees for €285 is for those who want to take the entrance examination in Prague. But if you want to take the entrance examination in Dubai, Qatar, or somewhere, the entrance examination fees will be different. No, and and there will be entrance examination in Prague in August, as mentioned by Dorota, but that will be for those who do not need a visa, because if you need a visa, there is no way after April you can register. No, right? Okay. Again, I mean, we got a question. How much we don't charge? You just have to pay for the entrance examination fees, either for Prague or for or for UAE.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's very true. Thank you for
Yeah.
the information. And once again, as soon as you get the documents issued by the university, by the faculty, please really mind that do not have permanent validity. So as soon as you get them, please arrange the meeting at the embassy and submit them.
All right. Hansa is asking if the visa is rejected, then what would the students do? Will they be missing the whole year?
You can do some preparatory courses at our collaborating unit of Charles University. There is also a possibility for those students who are successfully passed the entrance examinations and wanted to start their study, but couldn't because of some problems usually with getting the visa, that they are enrolled for the next academic year without the entrance examination, that the entrance examination is omitted as a whole, and they can be for the next year enrolled based on their results the year before.
By the way, this is just happening. It's starting from this year. Previous year, if you are fail, you have to retake the exam. Again next year. But this year there's a new rule now there. Okay.
Yes.
And if your visa is refused, unfortunately you have to wait for 1 more year, or you can take a preparatory course or there. But first year will only start in September. So if you are looking for September 2026, and if your visa is refused, that means you can only go in September 2027, not before that, to start your first year. No.
All right. Ayan is asking about the visa procedure from UAE.
Well, our office will send you all the detail. That's a long procedure, but my office will send you all the detail if you want. No.
All right. Looks like we've answered all the open questions up until now. But if there's anything else that you would like to clarify, students and parents, then you can reach out to our office. If not, then this is where we are going to be wrapping up the session. And once again, thank you everyone for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Ms. Durrata. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have
Bye.
a nice afternoon. Bye.